Picture this. A successful man walks into a room and someone looks at him and says, "You think you're better than everyone now?" For a moment, everyone expects him to defend himself. They expect him to explain why he worked so hard, why he changed, why he stopped attending every gathering, or why he no longer answers every message. But instead he simply smiles, says nothing, and walks away. That silence speaks louder than any explanation ever could. The truth is, we spend far too much of our lives trying to convince people who have already decided not to understand us. We explain our dreams, our boundaries, our choices, and our decisions to people who may never support them. The ancient Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men in Rome, faced criticism constantly, yet he didn't waste his life trying to make everyone approve of him. He understood one simple truth: the more you chase understanding from other people, the further you move away from understanding yourself. So today, let's explore 10 timeless Stoic lessons that can help you stop explaining yourself, protect your peace, and build a quiet confidence that no one can take away. Lesson 1. Your life is not a courtroom. Imagine carrying an invisible backpack everywhere you go. Every time someone questions your choices, you open that backpack and pull out another piece of evidence. Proof that you're working hard, proof that you're not selfish, proof that your decision makes sense, proof that you're doing your best. Exhausting, isn't it? Yet millions of people live exactly this way. They feel like they're constantly standing in a courtroom, defending their own lives. The Stoics rejected this mindset. Your character isn't built by convincing people. It's built by living according to your values. The next time you feel the need to explain yourself, ask one question. Am I explaining because it's necessary, or because I'm afraid they won't approve? That question alone can change the way you live. Lesson 2. Silence is a form of strength. Have you ever noticed that when you stop reacting, certain people become even louder? That's because they expected your emotions to give them control. Epictetus taught that we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Your greatest strength isn't having the perfect comeback. It's knowing when no comeback is necessary. Silence isn't weakness. Silence is self-control. In today's world, people argue with strangers online, defend every opinion, and react instantly to criticism. But the Stoic asks a different question. Is this worth my peace? If the answer is no, walk away. Not because you lost, but because your peace is worth more than winning an argument. Lesson 3. Stop explaining and start becoming. Imagine planting an oak tree. Someone laughs and says, "That tree will never grow." Would you dig it up every morning just to prove that the roots are there? Of course not. You trust the process. Your life works the same way. You don't need to announce every goal. You don't need to explain your future to everyone. You don't need to defend what you're still building. Work quietly. Let your actions speak. 6 months of consistency can answer questions that 6 hours of explanation never could. Your life should become your explanation. Lesson 4. Approval is an expensive addiction. Imagine carrying a cup that gets filled every time someone approves of you and emptied every time someone criticizes you. You did great. The cup fills. You've changed. The cup empties. I'm disappointed in you. It empties even more. Now your happiness belongs to everyone except you. This is the trap of approval. When your peace depends on applause, you're no longer free. Confidence means being able to say, "I've thought carefully about this decision and I'm willing to live with the consequences." You don't need everyone to understand you. You need to understand yourself. Lesson 5. You cannot control other people's stories about you. Every person you meet creates a different version of you in their mind. To one person, you're inspiring. To another, you're intimidating. To someone else, you're selfish. And to someone you've never even spoken to, you're simply a rumor. So which version are you supposed to spend your life defending? You can't. Your character belongs to you. Their opinions belong to them. Once you understand this, a huge weight disappears from your shoulders. You stop correcting every misunderstanding. You stop chasing every rumor. You stop wasting energy trying to control someone else's imagination. Your responsibility isn't to control the story people tell about you. Your responsibility is to keep writing your own story. Lesson 6. Boundaries don't need long explanations. One of the hardest words for many people to say is no. Instead of simply saying no, they create long explanations because they are afraid of disappointing others. But the more you explain, the more people may negotiate. They question your reasons. They look for exceptions. A healthy boundary doesn't become stronger because you explain it for 10 minutes. It becomes stronger because you respect it. Say no calmly. Say it respectfully. Then let silence finish the sentence. Lesson 7. Emotional control is real power. Some people will criticize you, interrupt you, or provoke you. But remember this: the person who controls your emotions controls you. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. Imagine someone insulting you. Most people react immediately, their heart beats faster, their emotions take control. But a disciplined person pauses. Not because they have nothing to say, but because they refuse to let another person decide how they feel. Anyone can react. Very few people can respond with wisdom. That pause between what happens and how you respond is where your power lives. Lesson 8. Let time become your ally. Think about a seed buried beneath the ground. After one day, it looks like nothing is happening. After 1 week, still nothing seems visible. But beneath the surface, roots are growing. Your life works the same way. When you start changing, don't expect everyone to notice immediately. People remember who you used to be. Some will question you, some will laugh, some may even say you've changed for the worse. Don't waste your energy trying to convince them. Keep growing, improve your habits, strengthen your character, stay consistent. Eventually, reality will speak louder than your words ever could. You don't need to prove yourself today. Let your future introduce you. Lesson 9. Protect your energy. Imagine waking up every morning with only 10 coins of energy. Every unnecessary argument costs 1. Every attempt to convince someone costs another. Every hour spent worrying costs another. By the end of the day, you've spent everything. Your attention is one of your greatest forms of wealth. Where your attention goes, your life follows. So instead of spending your energy proving yourself, invest it in becoming better. Read, learn, build, exercise, create. Spend time with people who genuinely care about you. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Protect your energy. And finally, Lesson 10. Let your life become your explanation. Imagine 2 candles in a dark room. One candle keeps shouting, "Look how bright I am." The other candle says nothing. It simply burns. Which one lights the room? The second one. Because light doesn't argue, it simply shines. Marcus Aurelius didn't need to convince history that he was a great leader. He focused on becoming one. Epictetus didn't demand respect from the world. He practiced self-respect. The Stoics built their lives around principles. Stop explaining every decision. Stop defending every dream. Stop chasing approval from people who have made up their minds. Build instead of boasting. Act instead of arguing. Grow instead of proving. Stay disciplined when nobody is watching. Stay kind when it's difficult. Stay humble when success arrives. Over time, your consistency will become your reputation. Your character will become your voice. And your actions will become the explanation you never needed to give. So the next time someone questions your choices, take a breath and remember these lessons. You don't have to win every argument. You don't have to answer every criticism. You don't have to explain every decision. Your peace is more valuable than proving a point. Your future is more important than someone else's opinion, and your character will always outlast a misunderstanding. Walk your path with quiet confidence. Let your life, not your words, be the proof of who you are. If this message spoke to you, comment, "I choose peace over approval." And if you want more timeless lessons about Stoicism, discipline, resilience, and inner strength, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, protect your peace, guard your mind, and let your life speak for you.